Well, guys, the best evolution of the year perhaps came out, and it's causing the market to do insane things. It's dying even more because of the evolution as well. We're talking about that. There's a lot of like random bits of information again to talk about today. It's been a little strange. There hasn't really, you know, we got end of an era Martial today, which we can look at right now, actually. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. The link is in the description. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Before we get into this Evo stuff, Martial did come out. We are not really seeing a ton of concrete leaks before really any time beforehand for a lot of these cards right now, which could just be a coincidence. It could just be nothing. Or is there a chance something changed at EA where these leakers are not giving out info as fast? But then again, we saw other leaks just recently that are far in advance. You know, we've seen the Euro promo leaks that are far in advance, so it's tough to say exactly. But these flashbacks this week and these end of an era cards, we've had rumors for a lot of them, but no concrete real information. And Toni Kroos is still yet to come out, and we don't have any more concrete info than we did yesterday about Toni Kroos once again. And I'm leaving the door open that that could actually still be today, theoretically. We just don't have any extra information about it right now. Also, I'd like to say, if you're new here, subscribe. Thank you for being here. If you're watching my videos in June now, I greatly appreciate it, especially during this year of FIFA that's been quite turbulent, you might say. Okay, Incisive Pass Master. This came out. It adds Incisive Pass Plus onto a player. Now, it also, the overall is max 90. There's not really many requirements to it, which means that there are some insane cards you can put in here. My red Van Dijk, it's Inform Van Dijk from earlier this year. I can put Van Dijk in, give him Aerial and Incisive Pass now. If you go and look right now, there are some ridiculous cards you can put into this. And there are so many options that are really, really good. This David Ginola, he went from 430k to now he is 1.35 million coins because he fits into this Evo. Here's the Evo card right here for Ginola. It's a very good card, right? They add Incisive Pass. Incisive Pass is a good playstyle. I think it was a tier 1 playstyle. Now that cards are better defending, I think long ball plus is a little bit better. It's still very good though. But yeah, if you're don't buy a card for 1.3 mil and then 100k added on and then make him untradeable to get this. I would not recommend doing that. If you have Ginola already, congratulations, then great. Otherwise, don't go and buy Ginola to do this. Base Ruud Gullit fits in this Evo, by the way, who's also extinct at 900,000 coins. This is what he looks like with Incisive Pass Plus. There's a little bit of an increase in all of his stats plus Incisive Pass. I think he also gets what Trickster, which isn't like much, but it's something, I guess. Messi, I think, fits into his first one of the year. Finally, Messi gets an Evo. I think Neymar fits in as well. Gold Messi here, go to Evos. Yep, Gold Messi fits in, and it's not the most insane card, but sentimental value, of course. And Evolution Messi, we can finally put him in one. So this evolution has killed a lot of the market. Obviously, we've seen the market be pretty dead for most of Ultimate Team of the season right now, but you look at what's been popular right now, you can see most of these cards are cards that just fit into the Evo. Like Varane fits in, he's up here at 3. Ginola fits in, right? If Trophy Titans Ginola fits in, that means base Ginola fits in, obviously. He's extinct as well. That's also caused just continuing the same market trend that we saw for the last couple days. These guys continue to drop. If I scroll down here, who's dropped a ton even since yesterday? Mo Salah was like 950. Yeah, these cards continue and continue to drop. There's going to be a chance here, actually, where if the Euros promo kind of isn't all that right away, that we do start to see some of these cards go up out of packs like Rafael Leao, Grimaldo, Lauren James, cards that are not at minimum price right now. Really all of them that aren't at minimum. Mo Salah, Chawinga, even Erling Haaland, perhaps. They actually could start going up here, and there could be a pretty decent buy time. I think after Rivals Awards Thursday, I'd look at buying them, and then depending on what we have really heard so far about the Euro promo by that Thursday, I think that buying them might be a good idea, honestly, because if the Euro promo comes out, it's not the most insane shit ever immediately. These probably have a weekend at least where they go up quite a bit. Now, I do want to say, though, that one of the reasons it was making the community go crazy, the fact that people are buying that Ginola at 1.3 million or that Hull at 900k to then add 100k on top of that with the evolution price, then just buying it and making it untradeable to get the upgrade is crazy to me. I think we forget the fact that evolutions to me should not be paid. I would be way more fine with paying for them if they looked like this more often. You know, there's so many good options here, and the fact that like even Albert, right, like finesse shot, long ball, incisive, it's a really, really good card. Actually, so make her 5-star 5-star. That's a great card. I'm more down to pay for a card like this 100,000 coins than I would be for any of these other Evos usually. So like if they had to be paid, I would get it, but I still think we should be seeing free Evos for the most part. But right now, I don't want to shut on them too much because they really have done a good job with Evos right now. You've got reds you can upgrade. Tots you can upgrade. You've got some pretty high rated players you can upgrade. Incisive Pass Master. You have got the Ultimate Tots Glow Up, which gives you a silver player you can upgrade and make pretty damn good with 3 pretty good play styles as well. And you got red picks you can upgrade. So I do want to give them credit that evolutions right now is one of the best parts of this game. It's to the point where there's some people that are just staying on the game for evolutions at this point. And I'm scared that because they maybe have seen the potential here, they're going to make things even more pay to win. You know, we've seen 250k evolutions this year. We saw them, that they were really expensive and they were pretty good. But will we see, like, beginning of next year, you know, a 400k Evo that looks insane, and we kind of start to raise the prices a little bit, perhaps less free ones begin? I'm just speculating, but you never know. And let me know who you're going to use in that Evo if you decided that you wanted to spend 100k and actually do it. Don't spend the $5, even though it's actually better value than like buying FIFA points, because if you know what you're getting, I still just would not be spending any FIFA points right now at all. But also, Bundesliga Tots guarantee, we'll open that at the end of this video today. Is it the same rating? 86 and 85. One of these days I'll pack something for you guys. One of these days I will, and it's gonna be fun. Also, just realized base Jairzinho fits in this Evo, which that looks really cool as well. Honestly, 5-star, 5-star, you get to make him. I know only 2 playstyle pluses, but a lot of the ones with 3 playstyle pluses oftentimes have a third one that isn't so insane, and rapid and incisive is fantastic. That's a really good card, actually. Okay, like we talked about yesterday, the only thing for like legitimate leaks right now that's remotely reliable is that Razor, who's not quite tier 1, says Bonucci's coming very soon as end of an era card. That's the only thing right now that we have got. So make of that what you will. Now, I also want to mention here that FUTZone's tweets are doing numbers. They are doing huge numbers, 4 million views, 11k likes. Exclusive 2K FIFA will be fully licensed with 35 plus football leagues and 800 plus teams coming. And he also says licenses will not be exclusive to a particular game as far as I know. Now, I did reach out to FUTZone. He has DMs open. I DM'd him and I said, hey, I make videos regarding leaks a lot of the time. If you could, in confidence, obviously tell me who your sources are, where you're getting this information from, I can stop talking shit about you in my videos. Thank you. Have a nice day. Go fuck yourself. I've heard nothing back, right? But I know he reads his DMs because we have sponsorship opportunities open in DMs. Drop us a DM if you want to sponsor giveaways or promotion, lightning bolt emoji. So it's just one of those things where, like, I reached out, I tried to be like, hey, do you have legitimate sources for all your info here? I don't want to shit on you again another year, because last year none of your shit came true, or 3/4 of it didn't, right? I've heard nothing as of now. That could change, but I don't want to scroll through all of his tweets here because I don't think they're going to be genuine information. But okay, continuing on with the random bits of information here. Kylian Mbappe at Real Madrid, obviously that did just happen. It is the end of an era at PSG. Now, the era might have just been Liga and titles, which you can judge on the level of accomplishment that is. People said, I was seeing people on Twitter talking like, hey, end of an era Mbappe, perhaps? If that happens, I would be stunned. There's no chance in hell. But hey, you never know. I've been wrong before, and I will be wrong plenty of times again, I'm sure. Once again, no update on this icon SBC yet. Heard nothing about it. Apparently, Johnny can pick one. We've heard nothing. Yeah, another Drogba SBC, though, would be pretty insane. That would cause some panic in terms of making gamers shit themselves, because the Aerial Plus meta is insane, and it is the meta right now if you've not been rocking it. But okay, I was looking through like every website that made an article about this, like FIFA 2K being fully licensed news and stuff like that, and everything says the exact same thing. It says that the speculation has been fueled by an X post from the well-known football news account FUTZone FIFA. FUTZone FIFA, the eafc informant known for his spot-on leaks, is popular in the community. Fans believe that he is accurate this time as well. So the source is straight up him, and there's like a 78 to 93% chance the source is just, I made it up. Okay, let's read my wonderfully cunning and intellectual subscribers' comments. Ukaz Katowski says, please stop calling Tony Cruz. It's Tony Cruz. Now, I know what you mean by this, because I did take German for 4 years in high school. So this one is Tony Cruz and this one is Tony Kroos, or along those lines. I don't exactly pronounce it perfectly, but it's something like that. But if I didn't know what you were talking about, this would not have helped me at all. Please stop calling him Tony Cruz. It's Tony Cruz. And if I say a name that I butcher, if somebody else says a name that they butcher, just tell them how to pronounce it without being a fucking grammar Nazi, right? Are you old enough to remember when everybody would be calling each other grammar Nazis? That was a funny time. Pulp says Chewinga is like Mbappe on crack. I basically only saw good things about Chewinga. There was one comment that said they were bad for them, I think. Everybody else is like, yeah, Chewinga was insane for me. Fahim says, yo, JFC, is it okay to invest in TOTS cards now? I'm assuming you mean like the discard, or not discard, but like the minimum price team of the seasons that they are right now, like 30-something thousand. I mean, you could. It's just, we're gonna see a tradable TOTS like SBC or tradable TOTS something here eventually, to where it's not gonna be as good of a buy. I think it may be okay. I just think the buy time was definitely when they were 20-something thousand and not when they're 30-something thousand. Buying anything at the discard price when they're 30-something thousand is usually not the best. Like team of the weeks when they were 30-something thousand, people were buying at. They don't usually reach more than that. There was a small stretch where team of the weeks did reach like 50K earlier this year, but it's quite rare. I would say that you can. It's just more risky. The profit margin is less, but if you think it's a good buy, go for it. Fuck it. You don't have to listen to me. Ashes of Arcadia, Anders throwing up emoji. Truly the perfect face to represent the EAFC community. It's kind of a couple things, I guess. One is the kid has been very, very young. I think he's still like 16 or 17, right? I think he's still pretty young. And having personalities in the scene, I don't think is a bad thing. Having just the fact that we just know a competitor's name is probably a good thing. If you actually wanted to grow the scene of FIFA esports, you need personalities, whether you like them or not. Most of the time in esports, if they're not talking shit to each other and the game isn't so obviously like, if someone's higher skilled, they are here and you plebs are all down here, which isn't for FIFA a lot of the time. If you want to grow the scene at all, you need people like Anders. And is it annoying? Absolutely. And if you don't give a shit about the FIFA esports scene, then you might say, no, we don't need them, which in that case, that makes sense. Elias is actually crazy to watch your vids whilst also seeing your crazy fast growth, bro. Genuinely hope you go even further. Thank you, dude. Extremely grateful for every single one of you. Ash McManaman says, I'm done with EAFC now. Game is just too boring to keep playing. When you find other hobbies that are actually productive, realize how bad spending hours in this game really is. As the most upvoted comment yesterday, and this is my thing I always want to preach with EAFC, really just video games at all. You have to find a balance, and you have to find, what games actually make you happy. Do you enjoy playing this game? Do you like certain parts of this game? Do you like none of it? Are you playing it just purely addiction? In that case, yeah, you probably should stop playing it. Or do you like a lot of parts of it and you want to play it and make time to play it? It's just, you just got a time allotment. You have to figure out what deserves your time. If you're done with the game and you found out that you have hobbies that are like really productive, if your life is better now, then that's fantastic. I'm happy for you. But for everyone that's like still playing, still likes the game to a certain extent, yeah, you got to find your balance. Just make sure you're not overdoing it, right? Okay, will there be any sort of fortune change today? Bundesliga TOTS guarantee. Can we get Florian Wirtz, perhaps? Nigeria, I can't escape Boniface. I can't escape this guy. I actually like this card a lot. Can't escape him. Duplicate hopefully goes into Tony Cruz tomorrow. Please, EA. The streets need it. Okay, that's all I got. I love you all. Thank you for being here. I'll see you over soon. Peace.